Well, good morning. Here we are back in the studio of Wall 2 Wonders. We got a little thing, I sketched it out here a little bit. It's going to be a blue, kind of a blue sky. It's going to be a farm area. It's going to be like a farmhouse out here, a little bit of grass and a tree and a large sun or moon, whichever you want to do. I think it's going to be should be a sun because it's not in deep colors or anything like that. So we're going to start out with some blue anyway and see how that goes up in here. And as you know, we got a piece of contact paper here to circle out where the moon is at or sun is at. And then I sketched out a little bit of how the farmhouse with a pencil. That kind of saves some time and help out and let do it. So we're going to go start up in here then with the blue. And I'm using a little bit of neon blue for this one here just to start it out. And so, yeah, out of here. Got a little bit more there. So after we get this all coated in, we'll brush it out with a flat brush and see how it's gonna go. I think it's gonna look pretty good when we get it all done. I'm trying to keep it in, you know, perspective. I call it. It don't look right if something's higher than the other thing or the lower and all that. Those are the things you have to worry about more than anything else. But sometimes, you could just do a sky like this. And that looks good. It looks like a nice sky. You don't have to have it smooth. But we will probably smooth it out today. And then I just about got this done here. You can only do this with this neon stuff. It's kind of translucent, so it don't do a lot of bright coloring right away. But once you get it moving, it's pretty nice, I think. So we're going to go with a flat 2-inch here and smooth it out. I'm going to just hit it real lightly at first, and because I want to leave a little bit of a blend in it. I don't want it just to be a bright solid blue, but a little bit of a blend. It's like a sky going that way, and it won't always help to throw a couple of veins of white in it, even though it's blue, mostly a blue sky. And then this here, just a little bit of something like that makes it, to me, does it a little bit of nice and nice there. So I'm liking that. So pick up this excess here and that. So we're gonna go with that though right now. Going to see where we can go in next without getting that mixed in right away. Give it a little bit of setup time. It's going to be a little white stretch in here, and we'll just use the background for it right now, and we'll fill it in a little more. So we're going to go with a little dividing thing here to get a little bit of black through here. I'm going to see how this is. This is the part I don't know how it's going to work, but we'll see. So that a little bit here. Not that much. I got that in there now. We're gonna have to go with the green, and then we're gonna get an idea if it's gonna work. I got a lighter green here to start because it's gonna be like grass, And if it ain't here enough green in here, we can always go down a little bit more on it. And if we can add some deeper green in it as we go if we need it. But I want to go this here. We go put it in there like that. This is the old cut in the old farmhouse, and I think we may have to do something there a little bit. We're going to change that a little bit. I don't know exactly what we're going to do here, but probably probably have to work on that a little bit. And I just want to get this in here a little net. So we're going to do the same thing down here. Get some green down here too. Let's go in here. This is going to be a road, if you didn't notice it already. We're going to be a road right in here. Uh, Not a fancy modern road, but an old country road. And it'll have a little grass right down the middle of it, maybe. But first we'll give it a little color. This is a new light green. I hadn't used much of this one before. It looks real nice. And we'll work something into it afterwards. But let's see what we can do here a little bit here on this here with this. Fan this out a little bit. Uh, well, let's see. What we're going to do now is go. Let's rinse this brush out here. We'll go with a little white here to get it in there like that. That's it. Okay, we're going to do that. I think we'll better let some of that set up a little bit. Some ideas that right in here is what I'm not looking. It's not looking right. So we'll go with some into the farmhouse a little bit and see if we can bring some of that out. Okay, if it we get correct brush here, something a little bit bigger than that, but this may be here. This might be good. So I'm going to go with a kind of a brownish color on the. Oh, that's the red one. Yeah, down here on this here. We go on this here. Yeah, So usually I'm not talking a lot when I'm doing the, the stuff like this, where it's really got to be. If I talk, I probably move my hands more. So there's gonna be not a bad color for the side of the house. It's gonna have a couple of windows in it. I got the front of it here. We'll go here. We're gonna do this same thing here. So it's gonna be it's not a lot of colors, and it's gonna be a kind of quickie kind of doing. We're doing this little video. I'm just getting started on videos and that, so I'm gonna have to do a different brush for this here. Got a real small brush here. And I want to get because that's a lot of small stuff here. Yeah, there's a little door I'm going around. It's gonna be the door will probably be black. It's gonna be the roof gonna be a redder color, but not a bright red. Well, we're getting there. We're gonna get it there now. Let's see. I'm getting a few hits on my videos. Just like I said, just getting started, so not excited. It hadn't been. A lot of people don't know I'm even on here, and a lot of them don't care. I like to have a little fun with this. I do jokes with it and stuff. I don't. I mean, I'm seriously with it, but and I enjoy doing it. But if it don't uh, if it don't do good, I'm not going to worry about it. One thing about this, if it you can just turn around and start all over. So we're going to go now. We got oh, maybe this one will do the roof. I don't know. So uh, let's see. Yeah, deep red. I like that. These these brushes, they lose their sharpness when you can't flatten them out anymore. It makes it a little rougher, but now I got a hair there, but I don't know where it happened to it, but it's going to be a nice little red roof here. Huh? I'm gonna switch brushes and go over here with this. You get those little points in there. I'm a little bit shaky this morning. I don't know why. With this left hand. Uh, there. Let's sharpen it up a little bit. Get it over here. All right. So if we're going to do that, we're going to do a little black door normally. Let's see. Uh, Getting a little bit of a problem here for some reason. Oh, we're going to straighten it out. So I usually like to do the windows and I leave them white, and then I put a little red in it, a little pinkish. I'm gonna do try that. They're already white, so and if I can get a color here that I can lighten up a little, I'm gonna try. This is what I usually use here, make magenta, and for the windows, if just a little bit. And if you don't put too much light on the painting when where it's stored on your wall, sometimes these they look like it's a little light inside, a little. If it was on, I was born in a farm and we had kerosene lamps. That's what we had. They glow in the dark, and that's about it. Try doing your homework with those, boy. And then now, as though you don't have to cut it in solid in there. You just put a little red in it. So made it a little bit there. So I usually have a couple of little white windows over here too, if I can get to that. Uh, I'll just fill them in here, right here. And one, we'll put a touch of red in those too later. Might even just dab that out a little bit less with the white. Okay. Now I got it here. Want to do a little bit more. So this here will come out. Let's see. We'll take this. I think we'll take this brush here. I gotta to do that road. I don't want it to look like asphalt, but I want it to look like dirt. So, and that one. Let's see if we got some. We're going to take some of this gray here. We got gray, and then we're going to lighten it up a little bit here. Let's see. We'll try a little bit and see how the color. Yeah, that's not bad. I don't think that's bad. So we're going to be a road here. After this dries, we'll put a little bit of grass right down the center, like it leaves like ruts. You know, the road is a kind of a dirt road, so it's going to be like ruts and that. This gray, once you lighten it up, it actually has a kind of a purplish cast to it. I put a little bit of. It won't hurt to have a little bit of color in it out here on the sides. Now we're gonna brush that out a little bit. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. That's yeah, it's got some color to it. That's not bad. We're going to do a little mirror on this green. I'm just letting it set up as long as I can. But here's where I got a problem. I got to figure out how the grass and I don't want I want the building to be sitting out here in the line, but I don't want the grass to be above even the background. So I think I'm going to have to go back in there with something. So I got an idea of what I'm going to do now. I got to let it set up pretty good on that. So I'm looking at here. So we're gonna. We had thought about this before, and I didn't get back to it. So if you leave it too wet, it ain't gonna work. You know. So that's it there. Now it's going to have a. Going to have a tree, a pretty good sized tree, and that's got to start right down in here. We're going to go And this will be a good place for it because I got some drawings in here. And then so I want to go right here. It's going to come way up here. Oh. It's going to be here. Okay, let's see. Right now I'm trying to just make the big ones. It's going to be one over here. Another one here. Let's see. We got get this here a little bit. I think I already put a fork in that or something. I don't know. There's going to be more here than. And so in a second, when I get this here, we're going to cut this. It's going to be here a little bit. And I'm going to, before I finish that off, I want to put a little gray down there underneath that. Now, we'll get the gray again. I'll take a little black and put it in this gray here. I'm trying to make it a little bit of a. Actually, it's a little grayer in the green here, but I want. Uh, uh, and then later I want to bring the roots, so not black in here. Bring some black, the roots in here a little bit more. But I'm trying to work some here. We're going to do some other stuff, but I think when I'm going to let that set up even a little bit more, and we're going to take care of the thing here. So the idea was, and I'm going to try to get a real good brush to do this with. This might do it, I don't know. It might do it, so I want to go down here. It was going to bring this one on out here. It's getting there now. I'm getting some little brush in it. I think this one here. Uh, uh, well, uh, trying to keep this brush flat, and I'm not doing it. I don't want any more big ones there. Well, now I think I can. Well, I still got this little brush here. I can do a little bit on the roots here, kind of like that. Kind of like that. Well, a little brighter. Oh, okay, a little bit here. Yeah. Well, now if we could figure out here, and think I've figured out what I got to do, and I think this here will do it. I got to get yeah, where's my neon blue. I got a little bit more blue in it. 'Cause I can't have the grass here on the roof of the house. So that's got to be a sky coming down past behind here, and that. So we're gonna go in here with the blue, like above. This may not work either, but at least I want to try it. Uh, uh, so, huh. We're gonna go right down here to here. It's that. It's gonna need a couple of coats here with this, I think. 'Cause this, I could have used some regular blue here. As I'm putting the blue over the green, it's still, it's this neon is translucent, so, but it may be set up enough that I can work the big brush on it. I don't know. we'll let that set up a little bit. In the meantime, I want to put this a little grass. We're going to put some more green. I need it. I should have had some more green out here a little bit. I got here's one here, but it's not even opened yet, so I got to open it. It's a darker green. Put it a little bit here. Well, but put a little bit more because I'm planning on doing a little bit more to that green, the lighter green. See if we can do that here. See what we got here. If we got, oh, where was I going to do a little bit? Yeah. I want yeah. I put that little black back in there a little bit, so I screwed up because the black's got to go over it. Now, we did a little bit of brown. Gonna mix a little bit of a brown in on that. So it's supposed to be just like the area that cars didn't use, tractors or whatever. So, because we're gonna put a little border around here, we're maybe gonna do a little bit of here. Didn't want that in there. I'll hit it over in a minute. And Let's rinse this out a little bit here. And so we're going to do here. I had a little setup here. For the little walkway out of the building. Putting a little movement in it, a little white here. So see what's going to happen here. Now to get this this back here. Get this back in here. Well, I hadn't been talking a lot here, I know that. But it'll, you're watching what I'm doing, that's what's important, I guess. That's why I joke about the walls and wonders, which is my title. My son gave me that, a couple of my sons. See, I painted walls all my life for a living, and now I'm painting wonders. And the joke is, what does wonders? Wonders could mean a lot of things. It could be wonderful, beautiful, whatever. It also could be that you wonder what the hell it is after it's painted. So we got to get this. We got to get a little. Let's see this here. I got to get this done better here. It's got to do something here. So I'm gonna really get in here. Uh, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to take a little break and I'm going to get some. So we're back, and I did a little bit while I was there because I wanted to get this back straightened out. So I got the blue back in here now. I just got to even out a few things here in the green. So we're going to do a little bit more here. Let's see. The neon green. I had that. No, I didn't have neon green. I had the lighter green here. And seen it earlier. And so try to get some colors here. Here's someone here. A little bit here is just want to square that one off again. And oh, got to wash this brush out good. Didn't do so good there last time. So here's get this back in here. I don't think we'll do it. We'll get a little black in here. We can put a little bit of bush in here. Well, we got some different things around here. Oh, that's fakey, but it's okay. Now put a little bit of that bright color in those other two windows. Kind of looks like an oil painting when you do it like this, I guess. I don't know. So check in here a little bit more. Yeah. So the idea that I had is I didn't want to use this yellow green just completely that way. And see if I got another one of these small brushes here. That's a wet one here. I know I got some. Here's one here. This would probably be the best one too. It's scratchy. What I'm trying to think of doing is I gotta need to get some water on it. I was hoping to do. I don't know. I may probably run everything, but uh, well, we're gonna see how it all pans out. Well, I guess that's about it. Whatever you call it. But I'm going to leave it at that and say that if we can get away with it, I got enough brushes here, that's for sure. I'll be washing brushes out all night. But so that's our event for today. And we're going to do, we're going to let you watch the cleanup a little bit here. So as usual, see all my different colors and that. So take this foil, just roll it up, put it with the paper towel here. And I got a little garbage area down here. I dump it in there and let it dry out. And I got it all over my hands. And those, I have to take another paper towel out. But that's the part of painting. I always had paint on me, even when I was painting walls. But it's not a nice, it's a nice painting. I mean, it's not supposed to be like a photograph. You just can't do photographs, you know. But I'm going to say it's good enough for me to put my title down there, and I'll show you how I do that too, as long as I don't think we've done that a lot of times, but, and I have a marking pen for that. Naturally, it's somewhere else, but so I put mine down here. I usually put and my mark is C, the letter C, capital C, 33, and that signifies my signature. I put it over black, but it still shows up.